lovelies! I hope you're all having a fabulous day. I know that I am. Today, it has been a hot minute since I have done a dedicated quick flick video, and they have released so many more new shades. I thought it would be a great time to film a new video, an update on all the new shades that they have got, because the last time I did it was when I first discovered the quick flick, and that was when it was the black shade. Now I know it's featured in some of my other videos from time to time when I've used some of the other colors, and we all know that I love the quick flick. I stock it in my store, Fabulous. I'm a huge fan of theirs. It is amazing. I can freehand winged eyeliner, but I don't necessarily want to. So the quick flick is really handy in that aspect. So I'm going to go through each of the shades today. They've got a new shape. And yeah, we'll go through everything quick flick related. So as you guys would probably know by now, the quick flick came out in 2016, end of 2016, I believe. No, I know they've been around for a little bit now. They're an Australian brand. They are cruelty free and vegan, which is amazing. And when they first launched, they came out in the intense black shade in 3 sizes: petite, modest, and grand. So my personal favorite is the modest size, which is the middle one. I will stamp all the 3 sizes now for you to show you, to refresh your memory. So that is the 3 sizes there. We've got petite up the top, modest, and grand. My personal preference is modest there in the middle. So they are the 3 sizes that they have. They have more recently released, and I believe this one here is limited edition, the To The Point style. So this one here comes in the pretty holographic packaging. And how this one is different is the packaging itself is different. They normally come in a corresponding color to what the stamp is. This one here comes in your shiny chrome pink. And the stamp is actually a different shape. So I'm going to stamp it on now so you can see the difference between the stamps. Yeah, that is the To The Point style. It is a very much different shape to the normal stamp shape. It's a lot straighter and thinner. The To The Point only comes in the black color. So since then they have gone ahead and released 3 other shades. They got the Hot Fudge, Blue Velvet, and Green Envy. So I'm going to be applying all of them onto my eyes today so we can see each of them. I'm going to swatch each of the colors now. That is the 4 colors there. So we've got the original Intense Black, Classic, Hot Fudge, which is my personal favorite, Blue Velvet, which is a really nice deep navy blue, and Green Envy, which I think might be my new favorite. I've used it once, I loved it, I love the color. So I am going to try them all on for you so I can show each of them on my eyes. First of all though, what I'm going to do is, I've had some people say to me they still can't get the wings even. So I'm just going to show you a few little tips and tricks that I use to help to get them even. Okay, so I'm just going to use the Intense Black original one to demo this, just so I can show you how I managed to get them even. So I've only got a little bit of shadow in my crease right now. So what I like to do, I will line my eyes first. I'm not going to line my eyes right now because I'm just going to show you how I line up the wings. So what I do on an everyday basis when I'm using the quick flick is I aim for the tail of my eyebrow. They are generally always going to be even, or at least close to even. So if you're aiming for the tail, you're more likely to get it. So line it up, look where the tail is, and press. Okay, and do the same on the other eye. Look where the tail is, press. And as you can see there, my wings are even. Now, the other way I like to make sure that I use to make sure that they are even is I'm going to take a eyeshadow. This could be any sort of matte eyeshadow in a natural sort of tone, or you can use a bronzer even. I'm just going to take this one here out of my Most Loved Mattes palette from Milani, and what I'm going to do is take an angled liner brush. Okay, and then I am going to, with the powder, map out where I would like the wing to sit very lightly. Okay, so you can see there I have got a very light line, and then on the other side I'm going to again map out that line and make sure that they are even when I'm looking at them. Yep, okay, they look even to me. So then I'm going to use that line as a guide when I'm stamping. So I'm going to go right on the edge of it and press. And then we go right on the edge of it and press. And our wings should now be even. Yep, they look pretty even to me. So that is how I go about making sure that they match up on each side. If there are, I'm sure there is way more ways in which to line them up, but that is how I like to do it. Now we will go ahead and we will swatch all the different quick flicks. My eyes are going to hate me again today because we're going to do what we did last week. I'm just going to swatch them all on one eye and then I'll do both eyes at the end. I just filmed a whole thing without it recording. Let's do that again. First one I'm going to do today is the to the point style, because it is thinner and different to the other ones, and then I will go into the original and through all the colours of the new one. So to the point is a lot thinner than the original one. It has got the pretty pink packaging. This one here is the limited edition one. So what I like to do first with any of the quick flicks is I like to line my eye first. I went over this in the first video I ever did, but I like to line the eye so I then have an end point where I can then line up the wing stamp section, so I know that I've hit it in the right spot and I haven't gone too low or too high. So I'm going to start with lining. So I start generally in the middle of my eye, and I do so by pressing the eyeliner stamp on its side along, and then I start working my way into the front. At this point in the look, it does not matter if the eyeliner itself is even and straight, because we are just doing it so far to line up our wing. Now I'm going to take the wing section. Now with this stamp here, because it's a lot straighter, you need to make sure that the longer section, so the bit that's down here on mine, is towards the bottom. This is the way that needs to be stamped, so the longer bit needs to be on the bottom, the more shorter bit needs to be up the top. Okay, otherwise you're going to have an upside down wing. So then what you want to do, and this is why I like to line, I then line it up with where I went to, and then I stamp. Like so. Now you can angle it more up, you can angle it more down, whichever you prefer on your eyes. That's generally the spot that I would stamp. Then I'm going to take the felt liner side again, and I'm going to join them. So you want to go from a line and draw down, making it seamless. I find it best to lift my eyebrows as high as I can to do this, to smooth out any lines on the eyes. I like a sharp point at the end of my wing, so I then take the pen and I flick very lightly outwards to give it a more defined point at the end. Okay, so this one here is the to the point style. You can see it is a lot thinner than the original one, which I'm about to show you, and that is pretty much as easy as it is. This style here I find really great if you have got hooded eyes. My sister has got the original one plus the to the point one, and she has got hooded eyes and she prefers this one. It just gives you that sharper look on the outside of the hooded section because it's a lot thinner. whereas the other one can make it look like it's a lot fatter because the wing section, as you can see here, is a lot thicker up in this bit, so you miss some of that wing effect. So now I'm going to go ahead and take the original, the Intense Black stamp in the modest size. That's my preferred one. I'm going to be using all modest size. Okay, and this one here is the original Intense Black shade. It is very black, it dries down matte, it doesn't move once it's on. Love this one, it is a classic. Now we're going to go on to my favorite one, which is the Hot Fudge shade. This one here is the Hot Fudge. Favorite. I love this one so much. A lot of times in my photos when I'm wearing this one, it does actually tend to look a little bit black on camera, but it's not. It's just a really nice chocolate brown. It is my absolute favorite one. Now we're going to go on to the Blue Velvet shade. There is the Blue Velvet. Again, it is a nice deep navy blue. This would really make brown eyes pop because blue makes brown really stand out. Last one, which is their newest shade, Green Envy. This here is my second favorite color in the 4 that they have. And this one here is the Green Envy. See, again, it's a really nice deep forest green sort of color. But something else that I like to do in regards to the quick flip, which is a really easy way to make it a little bit different, a bit more fun, is I like to add a glitter over the top of it to make it a glitter liner. Now, this is super simple to do. All you need is a liquid glitter eyeshadow product. There are so many on the market. They're everywhere, you will find one. I'm going to take my Lime Crime Diamond Dew today. I'm going to take the shade Dragon, which is a really nice greeny blue color up there. So what you want to do, using an angled liner brush is probably the easiest way to do this, but because this one here has a point, the Diamond Dews, I'm going to use the tip of this to start it out. So in the thicker section of the wing, I'm going to start dotting it on. If you go over the lines, don't stress. You can always go ahead and use a spoolie to clean it up once it's dry. In the really sort of like pointy section, so the inner section and the tail of the wing, you want to take your angled liner brush, pick some of it up onto it, and use that to apply it. Now, you can then allow that to dry and then do a second coat if you need to, but that makes it so damn pretty and sparkly and fun. Fun for an easy look for a night out. Fun for every day if you're like me and just like to wear glitter all the time. So yeah, I'm gonna add another layer of that. I'm gonna do my second eye and then I'll come back on. Okay, and that is it. This is my final look. As you can see, my wings are even. They are now sparkling and fabulous. So that's it, guys. That is all the colors in the quick flick. That is some quick and simple tips of how to get the wings even and how to also amp it up and make it glittery. So I hope you've liked this video. I will actually, because you guys are such good supporters of mine, I will actually put a discount code for the quick flick down the bottom for you guys if you're interested in getting one. And that's it. So hopefully I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.